Here's the thing. I know that The Wiz is a scam artist. No, he's a scammer. But you know, I'd ask him for money. That way I can see all the Broadway shows without any money constraints. That's what I would ask for. Hey, what's up? I'm Amanda and I'm really into theater, and if you are too, subscribe. The Wiz is a retelling of The Wizard of Oz, so if you're familiar with that story, you already know what The Wiz is all about. Here are all the people that star in The Wiz, breaking out the playbill, so I can tell you who's who. We have Nichelle Lewis as Dorothy. Wayne Brady stars as The Wiz. Deborah Cox plays Glinda. We have Melody A. Betts, who plays Dorothy's aunt, and she plays Eveline. We have Kyle Ramar Freeman as the Cowardly Lion, Philip Johnson Richardson, who plays the Tin Man, and Avery Wilson, who plays the Scarecrow. And might I just say that the chemistry between Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion was great. They have great on-stage chemistry with each other. I was actually a huge fan of Philip Johnson Richardson. He played the Tin Man. I thought he was incredible. He was actually like my favorite part in the entire show. Him breakdancing, with the singing, and he was very charismatic throughout the production. You know, he was very charismatic. Like, he was definitely a standout performer for me in the show. Another person that I absolutely adored, which I don't think enough people are talking about, is Melody A. Betts. Like, she was incredible as the Aunt and as Eveline. Bro, like, I was just in awe the entire time. She, along with the other actor I just mentioned, were standout performers in this entire show, and I just feel like not enough people are like highlighting their performance in the show. Like, they were so great. Like, I can't even, like, they were great. Like, I would go back to see the show just to see those two actors, because they were that great to me. Unfortunately though, I cannot say the same for other actors. And again, I don't want to like bash, and I don't want people thinking that like I'm bashing on these actors, but I think it has to be said, you know. Deborah Cox was disappointing in this show. She disappointed me, I'm sorry to say. Her first song was He's the Wiz and he lives in Oz. I don't know what was going on in that performance. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I couldn't hear what she was saying, and it wasn't an audio issue, you know. I should mention I was sitting all the way in the back, mezzanine, maybe like 2 or 3 rows, 4 rows tops away from like the last row in the mezz. And this isn't at the Marquee Theater, which, side note, great view where I was sitting. I was concerned because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so high, I'm all the way in the back. No, the view is perfect. The view is perfect. So if you're concerned about like where to sit, you can sit in the back. You'll see everything. Just don't sit on the sides, because that might be partial view and you don't want to miss anything. But yeah, I felt like she was just, all the words were being run together. Like, I couldn't hear individual words when she was singing. Sorry to say, I have to say it. It was disappointing to hear her sing that song. However, her last song, just before Dorothy sings When I Think of Home, that song, she did that song very, very well. So while in the first act it wasn't that great, you know, her second number made up for it. I was also disappointed with Wayne Brady. I was. And that might also be a little surprising because it's Wayne Brady. You know, it's Deborah Cox, it's Wayne Brady. But again, I was disappointed. I don't know if it's the material I don't know. I don't really know what went wrong, because on paper it's like, oh well, he seems perfect to play the Wiz, but I just expected his performance to be a bit more spectacular, a bit more grandiose. You know, I was just watching it and I was just like, that's it. It kind of felt really meh, and I don't know what could have made it better. He didn't stick out to me. He didn't stick out to me in a positive way. I don't know. It's interesting because those two actors are kind of like pushed as the main attractions for the show. And not to say that they shouldn't be, but they shouldn't be, because I don't know, I just felt disappointed by both of their performances. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just felt disappointed with both of the performances. It was just okay. It didn't feel grand. And like, you know what? Let me dive a little deeper about what I mean by the whole grand thing that I keep coming back to. The Wiz, to me, is supposed to be set in this really magical, this grand place, and it doesn't feel that way. The show feels very small, and unfortunately I think it's due to the production design, the design of the set and everything. It feels very small, and that's so interesting because, like, I don't want to come out and say that, oh, I think the set design was trash, because like that's nuts to me. Also, I've seen shows and I've watched shows where the set designs were trash. They were trash. Okay. Should I say the names? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Hello. Hello. Have y'all seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Like, that was horrible scenic design. Like, wow. The design was garbage. Have y'all seen West Side Story, the latest revival before the pandemic? That was bad. That was bad. So to me, it's like, this isn't that level of bad. It's just very small. Like, you know, you're going and you're expecting to see like a really grand world, but like you have like two set pieces on the sides of the stage. You have a projector in the back. And like, I'm not against projectors, to be honest. I'm not. I just feel like if they're overused to the point where like the actors are just standing in front of a screen and that's it, then it's like, is this the entirety of the world? You know? I think it hindered the show. I think it took away from the magic of the show. I really think that it did. And that's unfortunate. One part in the show in particular where I feel like it was like especially egregious was the part where Dorothy and like the rest of the gang are easing on down the yellow brick road. Like, where's the turntables? Where's, like, why isn't the stage moving? Like, why isn't the ground yellow, you know? And like, that might seem like a really like minor thing, but it makes a difference. You know what I mean? I just felt like it doesn't hurt to add that. You know what I mean? I don't think it hurts to add. And maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe I'm doing too much. And like, my critique is stupid. Whatever. And like, honestly, don't take what I say for like face value. Obviously, go check out the show and then come back and share your thoughts. Like, definitely do that. But for me, I just felt like there was something missing in the magic of the show. And I think set design played a role in that. With all that said, I would say that the show is definitely a 3 out of 5 for me. My enthusiasm for The Wiz just isn't there. However, I wouldn't say that you shouldn't go see it. You know, I wouldn't say, don't go see it. Don't see The Wiz. Don't see The Wiz. No, definitely go check it out, especially if it's something that you really want to watch. Bro, if you're into the movie, if your family's really into it, like you connecting it with it in a certain type of way, you should definitely go check it out. I just don't think you should set your expectations so high like I did. I really enjoyed seeing The Wiz. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed my time there. Especially when you're around people who are obsessed with the movie, it kind of like elevates the experience of seeing the show even more. But like when you sit back and you sit and you really think about the show, you go, yeah, it could have been better. Could have been better. Had a great time, but could have been better. But yeah, those are my thoughts on The Wiz. Let me know what you thought. I definitely want you guys to go check it out for yourself. Go check it out for yourself. Come back and tell me what you thought. If you saw The Wiz and you have different opinions, let me know. Share them please. And if you haven't seen The Wiz, answer this question. If you can ask The Wiz for anything, what would you ask for? Yeah, let me know. I can't wait to read your responses in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.